What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the wrapped KGB on your wakeboard behind the boat. Before attempting the wrapped KGB, the tricks you're going to need to already know are basically just a wrapped backside 360 and a back roll, preferably more of a Mexican style back roll. But if you know both of these tricks, I feel that it will be extremely easy to learn the wrapped KGB. I feel that this might be the easiest mob to learn, maybe a whirlybird as well. So today you might be learning your first ever mob wakeboarding behind the boat, so congrats if you land it. When setting up for this trick, you're gonna need to get all wrapped up exactly the same way you would on your standard wrapped backside 360. And the approach you're gonna need to take is to get about a medium distance away from the boat and progressively roll on to sort of a medium-ish edge, whatever edge that you think will take you perfectly wake to wake on your standard heel side back roll. That's probably the edge you're gonna need. Wrapped up in that standard position you would normally be on your wrapped backside 360, and we're on that progressive medium-ish edge in towards the wakes. As you're approaching the wake, you're just going to want to make sure that you're nice and squatted, and as you're edging up and all the way through the wake to the very top of it, you're going to want to stand taller and taller, and as you're hitting the peak of the wake, as you're releasing, you're going to need to be at your tallest point, giving it a nice push to get your maximum straight up, straight down pop. As you're edging up the wake and sort of releasing from the wake, you basically just need to do your same sort of Mexican back roll motion to really get that back roll flip motion initiated. And as you leave the wake, that's when you can kind of almost give this handle a slight pull towards your lower back, but not super crazy hard or anything like that. Just giving a nice pull while also releasing the wrap handle at the exact same time to really get the normal handle to start pulling your body in that backside 360 rotation. You initiated your back roll motion, you initiated your backside 360 motion by giving it a slight tug and also letting this handle start to pull you around. Now you just need to make sure you look over your rear shoulder to make sure that you start doing that backside 360 rotation in the middle of your back roll. And you let this handle pull you all the way around. And once you reach this backside 180 point, you just need to make sure you continue pulling that handle all the way back around to your front hip to make sure you finish that backside 3. Now that you're pulling around the end of that backside 360 motion, you'll be able to spot your landing nice and early. The backside rotation's a lot easier to spot your landings than say a front side one. So just continue pulling that over to your front hip, spot your landing right there, bend your knees on impact, grab back on with your other hand, and just ride away on your heels. The mistakes I see most people make whenever they're attempting a wrapped KGB is actually there's not too many mistakes. I feel that most people normally just get it pretty quickly if they already know how to do a back 3 and a back roll. But on occasion, this is something that I might do as well, is maybe you'll start spinning a little bit too early off the wake. You'll let go of that front hand a little bit too early, and sometimes it's possible to sort of get hung up in the rope. So I guess my advice would be just wait a millisecond longer to initiate that backside spin in the middle of your back roll, and then I think you'll never get hung up. But other than that, I feel that most people get this trick fairly easy. I'm gonna give you a brief little summary of the entire wrapped KGB. First, you're gonna wanna get wrapped up in your standard backside 3 wrap up position. You wanna edge a medium distance away from the wake and progressively roll onto a medium-ish edge in towards the wakes, whatever edge you think is gonna take you perfectly wake to wake on your standard back roll. As you're approaching the wake, be nice and squatted, and as you're getting closer to the top, stand taller and taller to where you're nice and tall off the very peak of the wake, giving it a nice push to get that maximum straight up, straight down pop. As you're releasing from the wake, you're going to want to make sure you initiate that Mexican back roll motion while also giving the wrap handle a slight tug and dropping that handle and letting the rear handle start pulling you around in that backside 360 motion. Also, make sure you look over your rear shoulder to make sure that backside 360 comes around. And about the backside 180 point, make sure you keep pulling that handle all the way around back to your front hip once again to make sure you finish out that entire backside 3. And as you're coming around the last 270 of your 360, you'll be able to spot your landing down below. Make sure you bend your knees on impact, grab back on with that front hand, and ride away on your heels. That's how you do the wrapped KGB on your wakeboard behind the boat. If you guys like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment below on what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future, what kind of tricks you guys want to learn next. And remember, I'll be uploading a wakeboarding video every second day forever, so make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.